Hello, televisionettes. Hello. Buongiorno, televisionette. Don't you remember? We need music. You go back and I took back. Oh, sorry. I did the pictures, and as I was working on the pictures, they were taken from inspiration from the old masters, the still lives of the old masters, and they tell stories. And in other times in the history, these pictures of still lives told. All the objects were very symbolic. Even the flowers had meaning. The particular flowers used. Everything had a story, and people would look at the images, and they would try to figure out the meaning or the narrative behind the picture, looking at the different objects that the artist chose to place in the image. So they had a narrative, and I love story and narrative, and I love flowers. But I wanted to do a modern version. Of course, color photography is a modern medium, but I also wanted to, we live in a very disposable society, and we don't place much value on symbolic meaning anymore, and that's why you see a lot of the plastic and the disposable things that we throw away. We live in a disposable time. So even the symbolism is lost. When people look at the old master paintings now, they're not even, spending the time as they once did, before there was television and the computers and all these things. They would look at these. This was their entertainment, also to figure out the visual story that the old paintings told. These paintings is about the change of life, the seasons that we go through in life. Springtime, youth, summer, and fall, autumn, and we age. We have our beauty and our youth in the spring, and then eventually we decay and die, and we're part of nature, and this disconnection from nature, I think, is something that we all have to reconnect with. I love the technique of photography, and I understand how to achieve certain effects that I want. And these pictures, I spent 3 years making them, and we used very low light and diffusion, smoke, and plastic. In historical paintings, there were maybe tapestries or fabrics, and I use plastics, and it gives it this sort of transparency, and the smoke diffuses it, and the low light and gives it this painterly effect, which I was going for. So I wanted to trick the eye, optically, from a distance. Is it a painting? Is it a photo? And to create that tension or that commonality that they share,